What's up, YouTubes? This is the Realist on part 5 of my religious views, and I was just thinking, and I mentioned at the end of part 4, that this is seeming a tad excessive to me, and I did not want you guys to think that I'm trying to, force these beliefs onto you, or anything like that, because I am posting 5-part videos. I would just post one big long one, but YouTube's stupid and won't let me post anything longer than 15 minutes. Anyways, I just wanted to stress to you guys that there is in no way any kind of personal beneficiary to the reasoning behind me going so into detail on my religious views. It's A, something I can rant about for a really long time. B, I am bored as crap and have nothing else to do right now. I probably won't be doing anything all day, so I might post a lot of videos about random stuff. And C, I really just I want you guys to know about about me, about some of my beliefs and views on a more personal level, and hear what you guys have to say about them. Actually, I like your feedback. Tell me I'm crazy and full of crap. I don't care. Any feedback is good. Any feedback tells me what you guys think, at least. And don't be afraid to be blunt. Just try not to be rude. Anyways, I'm gonna carry on with my actual topic. I was talking about death when I left off in part 4, and and the choices that you have when you do die. And the first choice, well, don't think in like linear things, like I'm explaining like a list. Like you go through these different things in the level of importance. Either one of them, any one of them you can choose, and each one of them is a wonderful decision. Anyways, first one is you can choose to simply exist in the high vibrations. The high vibrations are a wonderful place to be. They're very fun. If any of you have ever had an out-of-body experience or are capable of astral travel, anything like that, those are all ways that you separate your spiritual body from your physical body, and you actually enter the high vibrations, and I'm sure any of you who have had any of those experiences know it's a very fun thing to do. But I do it sometime when I can't, when I have the focus for it. But you can choose to exist in high vibrations and enjoy yourself and just take a break from your path, or you can follow humans and become a guide. And you don't have to pick one human and follow one guide, because in the third in a three-dimensional world that we perceive in, time is linear. Space, mass, and things as these, and distance, these are all things that are very linear. Well, in the fourth dimension, you perceive time as the future, the past, and the present all at once. So you're aware of all these different outcomes and what these decisions will do, and the future is always changing, by the way, so it's never set in stone. But anyways, you're aware of all these things all at once, and same with distance. You're everywhere and nowhere at the same time. So you can follow multiple humans and help them in any way and be their guide. And next you can just choose to just go right into your next life and be completely reborn. Excuse me. I haven't been up all night. But and choosing to go right into your next life and being reborn is something that's is what's usually done, what's most often chose. But they're all also, there is instances where you don't have a choice in what you do when you die, and that's when one instance is in the case of indigo children, which are actually used to be very rare occurrence, but in today's generation they're becoming very, very common because of we're literally evolving as a people. Anyways, but indigo children are just born with a unusually high spiritual awareness, and indigo children are forced into into living another life, and they have a lot of problems in childhood dealing with the duality and everything, and just the fact that they were forced to do so. Indigo children aren't aware that they're, they aren't like gods or anything. They aren't aware of their spiritual divinity or anything like that. They have to go through the steps just like anyone else. But they usually are born, with the ability to see entities, or have a very strong intuition. They perceive and project love and joy very well. They get along well with others, and this has been something that's been proven medically too, as a medical thing, as a medical shit. Sorry, my brain's starting to go dead. I'm getting tired. As a medical condition, being an indigo child, because indigo children have higher platelet counts, usually have irritable bowel syndrome or some sort of sensitive bowel, because our bodies are a lot more sensitive to different things because we're so in tune with our spirit. We usually have some sort of gland disorder, and where they act too fast, like mine is hyperthyroidism. Uh, I don't know. I'll put a link in the description of this one on this list of all these different traits. But anyways, I'm straying off my path again. Uh, and then there's another instance where you're forced and you don't have a choice. It's suicide. Now, when you kill yourself, and this is also circumstantial, when you kill yourself, when most people kill themselves, they're very depressed and sad and guilt-ridden, and they just want it over. So they kill themselves, right? Well, when you do that in that manner, you throw yourself into a very low vibration very quickly, and you become a ghost. And you're a ghost you're stuck in the depression and guilt of you had in life, except that you perceive it 10 times more because you're that much more sensitive as just a spiritual entity now. It's it's a very, very sad and tragic thing to happen, but it does, and you can escape from it. It is possible. You're not stuck like that, but it takes a long time if you even do. It's very hard. Um, but anyways, it's just bad. But there are some times where you commit suicide for some self-righteous purpose or something like that, and these things don't happen. But it's usually when you have a suicide surrounded by depression and guilt. And next, I want to go on to the supreme purpose, and this is why. Why do we go through all this stuff? Why did God got us all that is do this? And the reasoning is, I'm just going to start with the explanation, and I'll get to my point. When we've gone through all of our lives and learned all of our lessons and become as high vibration as possible and reached absolute divinity, we we merge with God, Goddess, all there is. And this merging, our consciousnesses merge as one. So our consciousness enters God, Goddess, all that is consciousness, and God, Goddess, all that is consciousness gets improved and bettered, and we get to put our 2 cents on the decision God, Goddess, all that is makes. We have we have it's like kind of like a big UN of consciousnesses. It's actually very similar to that. It's kind of odd, but anyways, and our energy gets absorbed too, and our energy gets recycled by God, Goddess, all there is, because energy can never be created nor destroyed. It can only be changed and manipulated, and our energy gets recycled. It gets stripped of our consciousness, and our consciousness melds with God, Goddess, all it is, and our energy gets created into a new consciousness, a new entity, and that new human, goes through things, and the purpose goes through the different lives and everything, and the purpose of this is um, nature, Mother Nature, Gaia. It's really important, for us, for the spiritual entities, and for God, Goddess, all it is, for the physical world to be in good condition. And and so this cycling of energy and us using the planet kind of we're actually more abusing it now, but this cycle of energy helps to circulate the cycles of nature. And I'm not just talking about like weather and the cycles of nature. Rather, I'm talking about like when things reoccur, like the Mayan calendar explains it, how you have all these different types of um, shoot eras kind of, and each era the same thing happens, and these eras cycle around, which is pretty much what the Mayan calendar is, and this is the real cycle of nature, and keeping this is very very important because the fourth dimension is attached to the third dimension. If the third dimension and the physical world fell into an energyless pit because of neglect, then the fourth dimension would collapse in on itself. It just wouldn't be able to sustain itself. And this is the reason for it, is we need that energy cycle to keep going through and through and through. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this to some extent. You know, if not, if you listened to it all, if you didn't, it's whatever. Um, I can understand it did get to be a little excessive, but if you did listen to it all and and you didn't like it or you didn't agree or anything like that, that's cool. I'm not saying believe in what I believe in. I'm not saying take this to heart or anything. I'm simply trying to explain to you my beliefs for an example of how to do such things without being rude and offensive, and B, just tell you guys a little bit about myself. And this is a lot about me. All these different concepts is how I live my life, and C, just to put this information out there so people can explore this option. Because like I said earlier in my religion video, options are important. You owe it to yourself to explore as many options as you can. You don't have to agree with them all. You don't have to drop your faith to explore these options. Just to study them and see what rings true to you. And that's what this is. And that's the third reason. Just putting the information out there so there's another option for you guys to see. Anyways, this is the Realist. Last video on my religious views, number 5. Sorry if it got a bit excessive. Again, I don't need to be rude or forceful. Have a nice day. Rate, comment, subscribe. Give me some feedback. Tell me what you think. Alright, laters.